G'day and welcome back to Duckzorly Gaming. We are back, we are live, we have sorted out the problem and hopefully we shall not have that problem ever again. Alright, so let's get into it. We are just going to do some gameplay. So, we can delete that one out. We're going to delete that, yep. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in and do, whoops, start from scratch. Let's just do it. Let's just bite the bullet and do the start from scratch. So starting capital is very limited and you don't own any land or equipment. The economy is tough, prices are low, gameplay elements are on the most realistic setting. So who knows how we're going to go, but we'll give it a look. Alright, Ravenport or Fellsbrunn. I think we're going to do Fellsbrunn again. We like that character and we're just going to get started. So as it turned out, it was a clash between the steering wheel, the Cytec side panel and the keyboard. That was what was causing our control issues in relation to us not being able to walk forward and back. We disconnected all the controllers, restarted one by one, each game save, game reload, and it came back all well and good. So we can get back into it and enjoy the game, hopefully. So apologies, Giants, it wasn't your fault. It was Logitech's problem. All right, now this is where we start. So let's have a look. We start with $500,000 and we're going to have to get everything up and running. Let's have a look at the map. Obviously, we're going to have to start off with buying some very small plots of land. I don't know if we need to have a farmhouse or not. That's probably one thing I don't know 100%. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy that field. I'm going to buy that field. Now, I'm assuming this area here. Okay, so this area here seems to be a placeable, free sort of land area. And we can place our stuff there. Has the physio sorted me out? Huh? The physio? I don't think I said anything about the physio. Alright, anyway. So I think we can use this for our placeables. I think there's just some generic land that's been given without it being zoned. So we'll go and have a look at our placeables. Let's have a look at farmhouses. See, $350,000 for a farmhouse. That's far too expensive. So we're not going to do that. Whoops. Let's go back here. Animal pens. Let's start off with a sheep pasture. All right. Now, you don't own this land. Okay, so we can't use that. That's fine. So we can't do that either. What we're going to need then is we're going to need to have a look over here. Yes, I'm walking again. I've sorted that part out. Yep. That's what we mean by the physio. Alright, so what we've done so far is we now own these two bits of land down here. So 28 and 29 we own, which is good. So we go back to the map overview. So we've got some corn and we've got potato. Oh, that'd be right. I always buy the best fields, not. So we're going to need to harvest the corn and then probably just sell it. That's probably the most things we're going to be doing. We're just going to be buying and selling at the moment. So we will go and buy a tractor. Now, we're going to start small. Let me see. What are we going to start with? Let's start really small. Let's start with a Fiat. Fiat's 150. Yeah, see, it's a lot for 59,000. It's actually quite a powerful little tractor. So we're going to get the Fiat. We've got the narrow tyres just because that way we can go on the fields and we don't have to worry about using it. So we want to purchase that. Yep. Okay. So we're going to back. We're going to want a tipper. So we need to get a trailer. Now, 12,000 for that one, 10,750 for that one. Let's get the Fortune. It's a new trailer. New trailer. So we got Trelleborgs, Michelin's, Lizard. So let's go. Oh, so Trelleborgs, you've even got more options. So you got Trelleborg wides or standards. Michelin, you've just got the wide. Lizard, you just got those. Okay. I like the Michelin. They look okay. All right, we're gonna have to go the Duckzorly colours. So, well, haven't got that choice. Green and green it is. All right, that'll do. Rim colour. Well, yeah, we can. There we go. We can get the orange. So that's $300 for that. So we're going to buy that. All right, so we've got that. What we are now going to need is a combine harvester. So let's have a look at our combines. Obviously, we're not going to be getting the biggest one. We've got $193,000 left. Now, the New Holland is 100,000. The Bison is 84. If you buy F20, will it release the placeable area? Quite possibly, T. Quite possibly. I think we'll buy the New Holland. Yeah, let's get the New Holland. Don't mind the New Hollands. So we're going to buy that. Okay. Now we have to get a header for it. So the header is in here. So what we're going to need first, though, is a corn header. Just bear with me 2 secs. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going to get the, to actually end up buying that in the end. Let's go to the garage. Yeah, I did buy it. So that was like, I almost bought 2 of them. All right. So we just need that for the moment. So get out of there. We'll jump over. Here's our Fiat. I did start the engine. Come on. No worries, T. Catch you later, buddy. Alright. I think what's happened is my Cytec panel is not working at all now. Alright. That's what it is. Alright, so we'll forget the Cytec side panel. Right, we'll grab the trailer. Alright, off we go. And we'll come back and get the combine. Alright, so it's good that we've got everything sorted, and now it's just a matter of doing the gameplay. In fact, where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Alright, we'll do a UE. New map, don't know where we're going. So, for those of you that have just joined, we are playing this on the hardest mode. This is where we start off with nothing, a very small amount of money in the bank, and we've got to build up our farming empire. So that's what we've done. We've bought 2 fields, 2 of the smallest fields that are possibly available. We have no farmhouse, we have no sheds, we have nowhere to live, we're homeless. We now have a Fiat, a tipper trailer, and a combine harvester. So we can probably empty out the combine into the trailer, and then, well, actually we can either sleep in the trailer with the tarpaulin over it, or we can sleep in the combine. But anyway, that's all we got for the moment. Alright, so I'll bring him here. Go grab the combine. Just let me know if the sound's too low, too high, or whatever else. The sound here is a little bit different, so I don't like that popping up. I hope that's not going to be the way it happens all the time. I'd rather just have the icon pop up myself, but anyway. Alright, so we're going to head off. We're going to harvest our cornfield and then sell that, and hopefully we get enough money to start developing off to get other fields. And other than that, we're going to have to start doing some contract work. That's the other way to get some money. So but we might as well get this field harvested while we've got the opportunity. Yeah, yes, Elroy, welcome back. I may need to start prime it. That's right. All right. So here we go. Our first... Oh, I got caught with the header on that. Our first field harvest is underway for Farming Simulator 19. Woo! Does look good how it just knocks them down. I mean, yeah, it is very uniform the way it does it, but it is a good look. And you'll notice the ones at the side actually pushes them down out of the way as well. You see the ones at the... Why are we missing a whole pile? Why is it not... I've got a dodgy header, have I? I did start the thing, didn't I? Let me see. Is it not ready? It's probably not ready. I've probably... Dolt. Alright. Well done, Duck. Alright. So, I've preempted the order. It's not ready to harvest. So that's why... Alright. So let's just shut him down. Now, the potatoes are ready to harvest. Right. So, let's have a look and see how much it's going to cost us for the potato harvesting stuff. We're probably going to have to lease that. In fact, we're definitely going to have to lease it. Going to try and work out. Is it going to be cheaper? If I get the kilo, I don't need a header. If I lease 12,000, yes. Okay. Let's see if we can, if this works. All right. So we'll go down and get our Fiat. I don't know if our Fiat's going to have enough to run this, you know. But we'll give it a go. All right. Oh, The drivers here are just as bad as what they were in Farming Simulator 17. Don't bother giving way. Alright, so let's see how we go. This could be an abject failure from the start. Now it seems I was very quickly just on the Giants Discord, and it seems like there's a fair few people having a problem with their steering wheels as well. And I must admit that mine hasn't reset the what's the name? The what do you call it? The feedback, not the force feedback, but the what's the name? Hasn't set that up, reset that entirely either. So I don't know whether that's actually part of the problem or whether it's something else, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. For the moment, it's certainly working better than what pure farming did out of the box. I can't see where that car is. There was one coming. Now there's a truck coming. No, it's not there. Alright. Head on up here. Now let's see how this is going to go. Unfold him. Alright. Oh, you might have enough guts to do it. So you can just see the potatoes just moving out of the way as I've... no, he's going to really struggle. Uphill he's going to struggle. I think I can. Maybe going hungry for a few days. I might be indeed, mate. I might be. Right, what we're going to do... we'll realign and go across the field instead of going up the incline, and see if he manages a bit better that way. Because he just hasn't got the guts, and we really haven't got the money to go and lease, or we could lease something a bit bigger. But the idea is we're trying to maximise our money, not minimise our money. So poor Fiat, I'm going to blow that. It's funny actually, I better not say blow it up. Coming home from work yesterday, we blew up the engine in my car, so we're very much in the poorhouse at the moment. We've got to work out whether we've got to buy a new car or get that one repaired, but yeah, not a good time, but anyway. Bear with me 2 secs. We'll keep it going, but I'll just got to turn off the mic for a second. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, this isn't going to work. Right. So, let's have a look. What does it need? 150 horse. Yeah, so right on the edge. Okay. All right, let's go to a medium. 170. 180. How much is to lease that? 8,000. Yeah, we'll lease that. Okay. All right. Whoops. All right. So what we're going to do is we've leased the other one, and that should hopefully let us get these potatoes in, and then sell those. Try and make some money back. I mean, look, this mode, they did say it was going to be hard. And certainly, from the looks of it already, it is going to be hard. Obviously, there's going to be different strategies on how to actually succeed and get everything done. But certainly for the moment, in this first playthrough, there'll be a bit of experimentation. So we'll take the star up. And see how he goes pulling this thing. I would imagine this shouldn't have too much of a problem. If it does, we've just... Well, and I've just wiped out some part of the crop. If it does have a problem... well... running far too quick. Right. Yeah, he's not acceptable section. I mean, it is a steep incline. He's not exceptionally happy, but he'll do it. Now, one of the things they obviously haven't worked on is the look of the fields when in their different states and stuff like that. I mean, the ploughed texture is exactly the same as what it was in 17, and probably that was exactly the same as what it was in 15. Again, I'm not going to get started today on my rants. There will be a video coming about the good and bad and the ugly, and we'll talk about some things for sure. But it's disappointing in a way they didn't change a lot more out, and certainly didn't give us more than just the 2 crops for those 4-legged creatures. Well, 2 crops, one for the 4-legged creatures and the other one being cotton, which is a good addition. Got locked with the steering wheel. But yeah, so anyway, we'll see. Jury's still out as to whether it's been a big improvement or not. But we'll see that over the next few days for sure. Do I have 4x4? Not inherently. It's that was available through, what was it, the game extension mod in 17, and certainly for the vanilla game, I don't think you've got any ability to change into a 4x4 mode or anything else like that. And welcome, Tony, to the stream, and Duckzorly Gaming. Alright, so at least we're progressing now. But again, it's a steep incline, so he is going to have some trouble. But that's okay. I mean, that's part of the realism of it as well. I mean, you're not going to be flying up here at 40 kilometres an hour harvesting the potatoes on an inclined field like this. So, I don't mind that aspect of it. We also don't have, obviously, GPS to help us with make sure we're running the correct path and keeping ourselves aligned and all that sort of stuff, or course play. So it's very much back to the basics. But this guy's obviously handling it much better than what the Fiat was. That's okay, it means we can use the Fiat just to offload and do all that sort of stuff. Remembering this is only a lease tractor anyway, so once we finish we'll be returning it. We don't want to be paying for it while we're not using it. So I guess the interesting thing going forward now is how hard or how much more difficult is it to convert mods over. Just standard mods, like we're not talking about anything with heavy scripting and stuff. Like, just for instance, a standard tractor, how hard is it going to be for our modders to convert over to 19, considering a few of the back end, like the textures and all that sort of stuff have changed, and all that sort of thing. But that'll be the next interesting thing. There, I did see someone posted, one of the modders reckons they're going to have mods out on the mod hub this week. I can't imagine that happening that quick, noting that Giants, even for FS17, were getting much stricter with mods complying with all their requirements. I can't see it being rushed through to just get out there on the mod hub. And in fact, I did suggest the other day that I would suggest that Giants probably won't allow any mods to come to the mod hub for probably at least the first 2 weeks, so everyone can experience the game as it is. I don't think it's necessarily in their benefit to put mods out straight away, and certainly I do hope they have a level of quality control, not that's painful, but certainly keeps modders to account, but also that they apply that equally across all modders, across the board, and not just some, and treat others differently. No names, no court martials, but yeah, so time will tell with that one. Struggle with this corner. I didn't actually think the first thing I'd be using would actually be a potato harvester. I wanted to use the Krone Big M. Obviously that's not possible in this scenario, but we're doing a Let's Play setting that up, and we'll definitely have the Big M out for that. I suppose one thing about having potatoes is the first crop, generally they're reasonably profitable, so hopefully that'll certainly be the case for this field, and it'll put us in a good stead to start off with. So for those of you that are still here with us, how many of you have got Farming Simulator 19 already? Or if you haven't got it, do you intend on getting it? It does look crisper. Mind you, I mean, my recent experience with 17, going to the new PC and playing on 4K, it enlivened Farming Simulator 17 as it was anyway, because it made it look so much more crisp and smooth. So I'm probably not quite as in awe of any changes here, but I guess in a way, some of the trees though, to me in this so far just don't look that good. I think some work on the trees could have been done. I mean, there's a good variation of trees, I suppose, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. We'll be getting it later this week. Very good. Alright, so we're almost full. So I think at this bottom run here, yeah, I would expect there may be, well, depends on what bugs there are. I mean, I've seen the bug with the John Deere losing its front axle and tipping up. There's some issues, obviously, as I said, with steering wheels. My bug was not so much a bug with the game, but certainly a bug with the game and configuring the controllers. Now, I mean, to me, I would have expected that, considering the SciTech gaming panel is built for Farming Sim, and the G27 is a known entity, that surely the default configurations for those devices wouldn't have set it up the way it set it up on here. So basically, what actually happened with my controls was that it set the SciTech controller, the joystick, to be in control of walking, but it also at the same time had the mouse set for that and also the keyboard. So there was obviously a conflict between all of those as to what was going on. So I don't know why that had done that. There should be no reason for it to have been like that. But anyway, it is what it is. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look and see where can we sell our potatoes. Potatoes. So the grain mill. So we're going to go to the grain mill. We're going to sell this load off straight away. So the grain mill, if we look for oh, it's just over there. All right. So let's head over to the grain mill, and we'll set our load of potatoes to see how much we're going to make from it. It'll give us an idea of whether it's going to give us enough money to continue moving along, or whether we're going to be sort of screwed and have to do a lot of contract work, which isn't a problem. We need to do some contract work anyway to showcase that off. And the advantage with the contract work, as I said previously in the first live stream, the advantage with the contract work now is the fact that you can start it, but you don't have to finish it. You can use your own gear or use the gear they've got for you or whatever else. So you have got a lot more flexibility with it. Now, unfortunately, I will have to leave this in about 15 minutes as well. I've got a contractor coming to check out the garage door, and then I've also got a tow truck coming to collect the car to take that to be checked out. So next one over. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stream all the way through like I was hopefully planning to. But I guess noting the fact that I don't have a vehicle, I probably won't be going to work tomorrow either. So I guess I might be streaming tomorrow and going out and looking for lots of donations. No, I'm joking. Oh dear. Can I buy a tent to live in? You mean in real life? or or for the game? I'm assuming you mean for the game. Not that I'm aware of. But someone did mention, I think, was it Virtual Farmer might have actually mentioned, it'd be good if you had the ability to have some smaller living areas. So there is a trailer that's for the American map as a decoration. It'd be nice if that was available to have as a live-in quarters, and you have that as a lot cheaper instead of buying the farmhouse. And you're setting yourself up slowly. And I'm sure. Look, I'm sure models will bring that up and make. That's all right, Elroy. I'm sure that modders will make that. No, they'll probably make a tent. So when you're first starting out, sort of in this game mode, you can buy a tent, and at least you've got somewhere to sleep and all that sort of stuff. Because I don't know how the sleep mechanic works, even though I know it has broken the game a couple of occasions. Are you? Oh, mentioned sleep and I yawn. Are you forced to sleep, and you can only sleep inside the farmhouse? I mean, we haven't got that far yet, so that'll be interesting to see if that's the game mechanic. And if it is, well, if you haven't built a farmhouse like we haven't here at the moment, then effectively you're screwed. So anyway, so we're down here. This is where we're going to have the selling off of our potatoes. So hopefully it gives us an injection of funds. We got what, 53,000 now. So we do need to increase that. We're going to have to look at what fuel we're going to buy next as well. We're going to need to be very careful with what we're buying for obvious reasons. Right, now do I get an unload icon anywhere? I haven't seen an unload icon. Nice, there it is. Alright, so I've lost all my key bindings on my steering wheel as well. Alright. So we've not got much money from potatoes. 1,400 bucks. It's going to be a long game, this one. Alright. Head back over to the farm, or to the field. Haven't got a farm. What am I saying? So yeah, $1,400 per load. We're probably going to get $10,000 out of that field. So contract work will be the way to go. Now let's have a look while we're here. Let's have a look at contracts. Oh, see, we can harvest. $7,000 isn't too bad for harvesting a field. Oh, it's another potato field. Oh, gee, bugger that. That's not too bad. 3,600 for field 21. Yeah, that's not too bad. All right. So what we might do is we might put the Starra on a hired worker. We'll see how he goes, and we'll see if we can start a contract while we've got the hired worker going. I don't think I will be either, Elroy. I think everyone saw how frustrated I got with sugar beets and potatoes. It's certainly not a crop that I'll be going out of my way to do. Oh, come on, guys. You're supposed to give way. Oh, seriously? How rude. Well, I guess overall, the game does look good. I mean, obviously there are going to be some issues early on. I mean, let's face it, there's no game that's produced and launched, especially in today's day and age, that is perfect. And I mean, we see it all the time. A lot of the game companies are more than happy to release the game in effectively what should have only been an alpha, and perhaps at best a beta version, and they launch it onto the public, and the public become the beta testers and causes all the angst. I mean, look at Fallout 76. I mean, some of the stuff that's going on there is justified and some's not, but geez, Bethesda are copping a hammering over that game and perceived deficiencies with it. And I mean, that's a poor way that the gaming companies have gone. And look, I blame the companies like EA, Infogrames, all the big publishing houses, because they're the ones that have really brought it upon us by the fact of them just looking after the money. And I also believe that's why we've got, for instance, Blizzard in such a state at the moment with Diablo Immortal announcement at BlizzCon. And don't get me started on that. But yeah, it's a shame that it's just turns out to be a lot of the big gaming companies are just we're talking about the publishers more so than the gaming companies. I should more accurately state. In it to try and maximise the money as quick as they can. Right, so we put him on hide. We'll see how he's going to go. We'll just stay with him and see how he goes. I just got a message from YouTube, which is going to make everyone happy. The lead-in music for Farming Simulator 19 is copyrighted, so I've got a copyright violation, or not a violation, but a warning. So even if I was getting monetised, it wouldn't be monetised for that video. So well done, Giants, for using copyrighted music, yet you want people to publicise your game. Another bugbear I've got at the moment, but anyway. Well, that's alright. I'm not making any money from it, so it's not going to make any difference to me. But for those that do rely on it, it will make a difference. Right, so what's he going to do? He's going to drive through. Right. So they haven't really made the AI any more intelligent, have they? All right, what we'll do is we'll let him go. We'll go over and we're going to do this harvest real quick. We might do we'll do this one. Harvest the wheat in field 21, and then we have to drop it off. Okay. So field 21. So field 21 is... Oh, do I have to lease the equipment to do it though? Is that how it works? Transportation. Alright, I'm going to have to go. I'm sorry, guys. I will be back very, very soon. Bye.